True crime with Delphi site. World of YouTube. Here tonight with some interesting news. Delphi case. Now, I just caught the ending of Jason Hebert's interview. As you see, I believe this is the grandmother of one of the Delphi girls. Of course, I forget which one, but... And another thing about this is they were placing this poor guy as the suspect. But thankfully he's cleared. Because, I mean, when I did see this, and like I said, I got distracted when it did first come out, and I wanted to cover this story. Like I said, I did see it, and yeah, I did do a comparison of the face. And I think I might have did one video long before, I don't know. Now I can't even remember. But I did put it together. I mean, no, I don't think I did a video. I put the faces together of the first sketch and his, and of course I seen some similarities, but I mean, yeah, and when I got back on it, went over it again, of course the next faces, and kept going through the faces. I mean, I would say the matches that have come up after are more accurate than his. So, I mean, shame on the people who thought he was. And, you know, like I say, I kind of thought it looked, but I couldn't get no, actual face comparison. It didn't, there was some things in there, but then again, it was like, no, that ain't it. So, I mean, I think that's why I hesitated. Also, maybe, and just got sidetracked because, I didn't get any updates on this. And I'm thinking, wow, they're going to blame this guy? So I think that might be the reason why I did get distracted from it, because for them to blame the first person, a family member, and really, they shouldn't even have gone there with that. They shouldn't even have accused him, or even just put the comparison up. It was a disgrace. It's ridiculous. But like I said, two things caught my attention of this video. Video with comments. Now, I'm always trying to look in the comments to see what people are saying. I mean, they were, going over stuff that just was already mentioned. But there was, like I said, a couple things. And once again, if this is true, which I'm sure it is, and of course I covered a video of it, but how accurate it is for someone to say the car that in the video that I did, the white vehicle that was seen, is just, thought theory idea. Someone posted it. Someone put it there. And I mean, I could tell by the body shape of that guy that, yeah, that could maybe be the killer himself. But Because you could tell he had a bigger upper body, different pants. You know, did he change him in the woods? And right? Or did he change him in the tunnel? It's like I say, I'd like to... Someone has commented on me about the tunnel in my second video that they had read. And I think it ain't the tunnel I have on my thumbnail. But I haven't gone on my video back into that yet to see what tunnel they were speaking of. They put down the time that I showed a tunnel, and that's the one they were reading about. So I will be going back into that and checking that out. But what has really got my attention now, like I said, and it's got to do with a vehicle. So that leads me to this case, and what needs to be just like the Maura Murray case, and the way these comments are written. Law enforcement needs to give a description of that car. Now, of course, there's a reason why they might not be giving it out. A reason. But then again, you know what? If this is seen by the killer, and just like in the Maura Murray case, if there was a witness that saw the vehicle, the truck, the red truck in the Maura Murray case in New Hampshire that night, and they gave that goddamn information to law enforcement, like I say in that case, and like I say in this case, and if they do not do it, or if they did not do it, of course, obviously they didn't do it, I would have a manhunt on that goddamn vehicle. Just like here in New England, Mass, Connecticut, Rhode Island, New Hampshire, Vermont, Maine. If I was a friggin' state police officer or an investigator on a criminal crime of friggin' someone murdering and missing, and then you got a witness talking about this damn vehicle, all APB or all AC. Whatever the all person or whatever the hell that APB, something lookout type thing, right? You're damn right I'd be telling someone to get their ass out there and start searching for these vehicles, whether it be the red truck in the Maura Murray case, or right now, as you can see, a vehicle description of that car needs to give. So what the hell does law enforcement have about a damn vehicle? Can you give me one damn good reason why this fucking car is not being manhunted right now? And then it leads me to the next comment. Two comments, actually. And it goes on to say, did they look at the employees at the children's services where the car was parked? Oh geez, not only do we have a car here, people, but we have a fucking place of interest. And whatever the CPS, Child Protective Services, right? Building. Is there someone who has a key to the CPS? So with that being said, and these are the two, like I said, I got into the ending of it. I don't know if they mentioned, well actually obviously this grandparents didn't mention nothing about no vehicle. Alright, no vehicle. Because if it was this, like I said, this is that, you see, I like coming in at the last minute. Because after that, and when I was seeing these comments, and these comments were coming up quick, And I did throw in a comment, and I haven't heard nothing about Jason Hebert yet. Emailing me or something about the comment I put up. I didn't realize how far I was into the video. I didn't realize I was at the end. But obviously I was at the end where they didn't say nothing about this car, the building, the parking lot, and who seen it, who investigated it. It wasn't even said then because, like I said, as time went on throughout the end of the video, and what I had put up is, has anybody ever looked into these so-called tunnel under the bridge? Did anybody investigate it? Of course, I didn't get my comment in because I got in late. But still, I got in late and it got me somewhere else to think about, something else to say, hey, look here. Now we have a effing vehicle again. So is it that white vehicle or is it another vehicle? And if the law enforcement has it and they just question about it, giving out more info on it, Jesus Christ. Does the law enforcement realize that that car has a license plate that they can run the fucking name on? Obviously, they don't want to do that, do they? Oh my God, are you serious? And like I said, being at the end of the video and them comments being up and the grandparents didn't answer nothing, something's being held. Something is covering up something. Conspiracy theory, folks. You believe that? I can believe that. I can believe that. Because that's just sick. That is sick. So not only do we have a vehicle to be known and looked at, or what was in the area at the time, in a parking lot, which leads me to my next photo. Mapping out. Now, I did look up family, children offices, but I don't know if this is the child services, but when I scrolled into this mapping, and I didn't save it, but you look up this, only thing that comes up in that, God damn, I hate when my phone does this. I looked up child services. There is another place. Damn cars. Off to the left of this mapping. If you go further to the left. Something did come up with child services, but Family and Children Office. This is right across the street from the beginning of the Delphi trail, head trail, where someone claims that the killer walked in and walked out. But when I scrolled in like this to get a closer look, it looked like there was a building in process of being built. So, or maybe it was demoed, I don't know. It don't show a clear picture of a building. It looks like a work site. That's what it looked like when I scrolled into this area. But like I say, it is right near the trail. There's the trail. There's the two snake-like river. There's the river. There's the friggin', the cemetery, everything. Boom. So, if there was a building here at that time and got destroyed, or whatever little parking lot that is there, and there was a vehicle there, and they're talking about law enforcement needs to give more description on that vehicle. Well, shame on them for not doing that, because if they have a vehicle, that means they have a license plate. But the question is it that white car with the temporary plate? But don't get me wrong, because you still need a name to get a temporary plate. You just can't go in there and give a car and not give a damn name, because of course they need a friggin' license to see if you're legit, because you think they're going to put a plate on your car and drive around temporarily, plate, and you end up killing somebody. They ain't got a name. Just temporary plate. Well, yeah, we signed it out to this guy. Who's this guy? You see what I mean here? Cover-ups. What is with the cover-ups? It's insane when huge cases like this, in broad daylight, get witnesses, 50 witnesses, get a woman with a dog walking, and she supposedly talked to the killer, and all of a sudden she's moved up out of here and disappeared. It's just, wow. That's why they say, old saying, boy, you listen here, boy, money talks and bullshit walks. Money talks and murderers walk. Just like O.J. Simpson. And there's been a lot of murders before his time, too. Money people got the money to spend to shut people up. So that being said, folks, and they got this vehicle, as you can clearly see in the comments here. Right there. Read it and weep, people. Need to give more description of that car. It's like to say, what are you doing? Really, Turd? What is really going on with this kid? Get out of there, you damn frickin' gotta pee on the neighbor's wheels in the road down the street. Shut up. I don't want to hear your pug bullshit. I don't want to listen to you. They ain't listening to you, no neighbor. Neighbor don't want to talk to you, no neighbor. I tell this dog like a freaking kid. But ain't it crazy, people? Needs to give more description of that car. What car? Why ain't this been already invested? Why ain't this been looked at? Who drives that car? So that leads me to believe that this needs to be like the Maura Murray case and find the vehicle. Maura Murray, you find that truck, you find the killer. But that's if, and now that stuff comes out like this, and if you think the killer is not watching videos of himself, you're crazy. If someone's got the gall to say, "You better go watch this video," I bet you he got rid of that vehicle. You never know. You never know. Although with the Maura Murray case, and what I think, cars do go to junkyards, and cars do leave record, just like mine. The thing went to the junkyard, and I think it might have been crushed. I don't know. I had it to the point where I could keep it on the road, but due to the fact that the gas straps broke and the frame was rotted, I don't think they would have used that truck other than either a yard truck, or they just take it, strip it, crush it. But I know for a fact that a title, I believe, has to stay within records of junkyards. Especially a lot of times when them titles end up to being the murders of the past. But if they don't do that and they get rid of them at some point in time, well, shame on them. Because them cars and titles can lead to a killer. Insane. And I even got a picture of a car that I did a video on that had a horror pass or something. It was a GTO Judge, I believe, and something happened to that vehicle and it went up for sale. And then it said, "This thing's got a dark past." And I said, "Wow, what's that?" I read into it, the video's up, and it's like, damn. So, sometimes even vehicles can give out a name, a description, the killer. But if law enforcement is not doing this, well, shame on them. If they think now they can't, you know what, I can't even say that. Give an idea to a killer, "Oh, go crush a car, buddy." You'd think, oh, there goes that out the window. Someone mentioned it. Now he's probably going to go do it. But 2017, 2020, you know, I don't think they get rid of titles that fast if they did get rid of it. But whatever that car is, man, now it's like the Moore Murray case. We need to find this vehicle. Need to find it. And if they get rid of it, it still ain't gonna help you, dipstick. But it's like, wow. Because that next person's gonna probably see this and they're gonna like, whoa, honey, look at this car. It looks like the guy that sold it to us car, and it's involved in a murder. You get it? Trails. Yeah, there is something going down very suspiciously with this damn friggin' case. Someone's covering up something. Someone don't want someone to get in trouble. But, I don't know, man. When you got stuff like this coming up now, and I did a video on my vehicle thing, someone messed up. I mean, brought in and, you know, it got left behind in the past. Now, this is brand new. This happened last night. If you want to check it out, Jason Hebert channel. Does some great videos, man. Sometimes I wish I can get interviews, but... and maybe ask questions, you know, that I have been wanting to ask. Because I tell you something. I'd spark something somewhere. But then again, you know, these people, these grandparents, everybody involved, I guarantee they don't know nothing as much as we do as getting it all on the friggin' internet. And that sucks, and it's sad to say. But I thought I'd share that. Couple interesting things. Now we're looking for a vehicle again. Like I say, the other one, if it ain't legit, well, this one's gotta be. And whatever they talk, I don't even think they even mentioned nothing on this. They couldn't have. Because like I said, you see that red line up here where it's live. They were streaming live last night, but that red line was getting ready to shut down, and they didn't. And this ain't too far off from, you know, the ending. So, and that question was never answered. Vehicle. But then again, they probably, if they did say anything, they probably wouldn't know nothing about it. Of course they're not. Because if someone's hiding and concealing something, you're never going to know what it's about. Till that next video, people are looking at the Mears farm is showing again. Now, that's the Mears farm, boy. And you got the tunnel. Supposedly, yeah, there it is. Here, starting off down that way. That's a long-ass tunnel, folks. Or if it goes over here and down. Or if it's near the bridge in here, you went around like that, right? Where the bodies were found. Where the bodies were found. In here. Tunnel to the farm. Crazy, isn't it? And of course, there's a road in here. And that person could have went and walked to where that car is up there, or hell, to the main trail. You never know, folks. You never know. But to know that there might be a tunnel here, even makes the story even more insane. But interesting stuff. Bizarre case. Insane. And still that SOB is walking among us. Sick. I want to say one thing before I end. Condolences to all the family members in this. I give you my biggest, warmest, you know, hail to the almighty whatever up there. And I hope they catch this son of a bitch. I hope they catch him out. They give me the opportunity to step inside the cell. Yeah. These. Out.